Okay, this could be the budget gaming monitor you might be looking for. Okay, let's face it, cheap gaming monitors are pretty bad. They often compromise a lot on crucial aspects like refresh rate, color accuracy, and even build quality to bring down the cost. But well, meet this guy, the Redmi Gaming Monitor G24 from Xiaomi. It just costs $90 in China, and for that price, its specs are amazing. As you can see, it's a 24-inch Full HD monitor with a 165Hz refresh rate, AMD FreeSync and NVIDIA G-Sync support, and even HDR10 Plus support. I know it's kind of hard to believe that Redmi is able to pack all of this for such a low asking price, so I was really excited to see if there was any false advertising going on here. Actually, I have been using this thing for a couple of days now, and given the price, the Redmi G24 has a pretty generic look for a gaming monitor. There's no fancy RGB lighting anywhere, but the good thing is that it does not look that cheap or anything. And what I like best about the G24 is that despite being a budget monitor, Redmi has included a metal base stand here. It feels sturdy and can withstand the weight of the screen fairly well. The company is also thoughtful enough to include this buckle thingy on the stand for cable management. Okay, speaking of ports, the G24 has one HDMI, one DisplayPort, and one 3.5mm headphone jack alongside a joystick to control the on-screen menu. It would have been nice to see a couple of USB-C ports so you could connect it to your laptop as a secondary display, but given the price, I'm not complaining. The Redmi G24 also does not have a height adjustable stand, although you can tilt the display to achieve the best possible viewing angle for yourself. To be very honest, I find the screen to be at a comfortable height for my needs, and the lack of such adjustability has not impacted my day-to-day or gaming experience in any way. So yeah, this isn't something that you should be worried about. Alright, let's talk about the display, and this is where this monitor has surprised me the most. Like I said before, budget gaming monitor makers usually compromise in terms of resolution or color space, but Redmi is offering a pretty decent panel with the G24. Its full HD resolution means content looks sharp enough, but more importantly, I found the screen to cover 99% sRGB and 90% P3 colors on my test, which means it's also not a bad option to edit some photos and stuff. You can even change the picture mode to sRGB in the settings for better color accuracy while editing, and there are other picture presets you can choose depending on your needs as well. Normally, I prefer using the Redmi Monitor G24 in the standard mode, which I think offers a good calibration by default, and I find it ideal for binging movies and shows. Redmi has also offered HDR10 certification here. It works perfectly fine, although turning on HDR does not let you change any of the display parameters, and it runs on a pre-tuned picture setting. This display can also get pretty bright at 327 nits, which is actually higher than the official claim of 300 nits. So I didn't have any problems even when using the monitor in a bright room. I'm also someone who works in a room with a lot of overhead lighting, so this matte finish helps with the ambient reflections too. The only flaw I found with this display is the viewing angles. That's primarily because Redmi has used a VA panel, which is notorious for poor viewing angles while offering better contrast than a typical IPS panel. As a result, the G24 achieves an incredible 3500:1 contrast ratio. If you ask me, I would pick better contrast over better viewing angles in a gaming monitor any day. By the way, you also don't get a built-in speaker here, so you will have to make do with it some other way. Okay, with that out of the way, let's talk about what this monitor is really intended for: gaming. So thanks to that 165Hz refresh rate, needless to say that gaming feels buttery smooth on the screen. My team and I have played a variety of games, including FPS titles such as Valorant and CSGO, which easily exceeded the frame rate of 165 FPS with the setup I have. And I haven't encountered any instances of screen tearing or anything else, not even once. And this is mostly thanks to its adaptive sync technology. Plus, what I appreciate the most about Redmi on this front is that it has offered support for both AMD FreeSync and NVIDIA G-Sync technology, making it compatible with both NVIDIA and AMD GPUs. Because of this, you don't have to manually enable G-Sync or FreeSync from their respective softwares either. It's basically plug and play after you turn on adaptive sync from the OSD settings. However, in games like Forza Horizon or Overwatch 2, I did notice some ghosting going on here. Redmi claims that the G24 has a 1 ms/MPRT response time, and there are 4 different response modes to choose from, but I've noticed ghosting in almost all of them, be it normal or ultra fast. Don't get me wrong, it does not completely ruin your gaming experience or anything. In fact, in role-playing games like Control or GTA 5, it's barely noticeable. But if you mostly play FPS games or such, this can be a bit irritating over time. So if you want a monitor with less ghosting, I recommend spending a little bit more and getting something like the MSI G241, which I have been using as my personal monitor. But if you're someone on a really tight budget, this thing, the Redmi G24, for me is an absolute steal. With the 165Hz refresh rate and adaptive sync technology, you can expect a buttery smooth gaming experience on most occasions, and I think this is also suitable for general day-to-day use or working as a secondary display for your laptop. However, I do hope that this thing gets an international release soon, as it's currently only available in China officially. I was able to get this through AliExpress, but if you add shipping, insurance, and taxes, it's going to be expensive for individuals. Xiaomi has launched some gaming monitors outside of China, such as the Mi 2K gaming monitor 24 inches and the Mi Curved gaming monitor 34 inches. So hopefully Xiaomi has some plan for this too for the global market. So guys, that was it for my unboxing and quick review of the Redmi gaming monitor G24. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon. Till then, I'm Pratima Adhikari, and thank you so much for watching.